That's a you pussy. That's a you pussy. And you security. This is security. That's security, nigga. You pussy. Look, shut up. Shut up. And you with a cop. And look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police, nigga.
What started as an old school rap beef just got dragged into one of the wildest celebrity scandals the internet has seen in years. 6ix9ine is back in attack mode, and this time he's aiming straight at Meek Mill. But this isn't just trolling for attention. Meek's name has now been pulled into the wider controversy surrounding Diddy, and 6ix9ine clearly sees an opportunity to kick an old rival while he's already under pressure. And if you know the history between these two, you already understand this situation was bound to explode sooner or later. The tension between Meek Mill and 6ix9ine didn't start yesterday. This goes all the way back to 2018, before lawsuits, leaked audio, rumors, and internet conspiracy threads. When 6ix9ine was arrested on federal charges and later cooperated with authorities, the hip-hop world split in two. Some stayed quiet, others spoke loud. Meek Mill was one of the most vocal critics. At the time, Meek had built a public image around prison reform, justice system awareness, and standing on principles. So when 6ix9ine testified in court, Meek didn't see it as survival, he saw it as betrayal. He openly criticized the energy 6ix9ine was putting into the streets and warned that actions come with consequences. That right there planted the seed.
Worked out to be able to make some money, but I think you need to slow down. I think you beefing with too many people right now. You putting the wrong energy out, and the world will deliver the energy that you putting out. Like, you delivering a gangster type of energy now. He locked up in the middle of some shit. So, you know, you gave out that energy, you kind of got that energy back. I seen him one time and I was like, yo, I want to holler at you real quick. He was like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you in a second. And I was gonna tell him like things, not talking about prison, just like, yo, stop putting that energy out. You get money now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody want to live like that. You can't.
Fast forward to 2020, 6ix9ine comes home and immediately jumps back online like nothing happened. Instagram lives, trolling, diss records, laughing at the industry. Meek wasn't feeling it. He took to social media calling 6ix9ine out, basically saying he shouldn't be celebrated after cooperating in a federal case. 6ix9ine, of course, clapped back instantly, mocking Meek's personal life and accusing him of clout chasing. And from that point on, every post, every song, every interview felt like indirect shots. It stopped being just about street credibility. It became personal, public, and non-stop. Then came the moment that turned internet beef into real-life confrontation. February 2021. Outside an Atlanta nightclub, 6ix9ine approached Meek Mill while cameras were already rolling. Words were exchanged, security stepped in. Both sides later accused the other of setting it up for attention. The video went viral within minutes. 6ix9ine said Meek was surrounded by protection and didn't want real smoke. Meek said 6ix9ine staged the whole thing for publicity. Either way, the tension was clearly real and unresolved.
But neither here nor there, you heard? Listen, y'all tell Meek Mill, come fight me. Tell Meek Mill I want to fight that one-on-one, you heard? And I don't even got to trip about money and all that, because I got more money than...
Now here's where things take a sharp turn. As legal issues and lawsuits involving Diddy started making headlines, social media began dragging in the names of artists who had been seen around him over the years. Parties, industry events, collaborations, people started connecting dots, fairly or unfairly. Meek Mill's name ended up in those online conversations. Important to note, a lot of what's being shared online comes from rumors, social media speculation, and interpretations of lawsuits, not confirmed findings. But that hasn't stopped the internet from running wild with it. And once Meek's name started trending alongside Diddy, you already know 6ix9ine's going to stay quiet.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
He had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive.
6ix9ine began liking posts, reacting in interviews, and making slick comments that fans believe were aimed directly at Meek. He didn't have to say everything outright. The tone said enough. For 6ix9ine, this was revenge served cold. Years of being called a snitch, years of being clowned. Now his rival was the one facing uncomfortable questions online. And in today's internet culture, perception spreads faster than proof.
I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this.
Meek, on the other hand, pushed back hard. He suggested that coordinated smear campaigns were targeting his name. He even claimed he was willing to spend money to investigate where certain narratives were coming from. But critics online responded with one big question. If everything is false, why does the conversation keep growing instead of dying? That's where public opinion splits. Some fans believe Meek is simply being caught in the crossfire of a much larger situation involving powerful industry figures. Others think there are still unanswered questions about how certain celebrity circles operate behind the scenes. Right now, it's a battle between reputation and rumor. Social media has turned this into entertainment, memes, debates, and non-stop commentary. Every old photo, every past interview clip, every party appearance is being re-examined under a microscope. And 6ix9ine? He's watching it all unfold with a grin, clearly enjoying the role reversal. The same internet that once labeled him the industry villain is now using his rival's name for daily trending topics. Hip-hop beef has officially entered the digital courtroom of public opinion. At this point, no direct accusations involving Meek have been proven in court related to these online rumors, but in today's culture, viral narratives can shape reputations just as strongly as legal outcomes. 6ix9ine is capitalizing on the moment. Meek is defending his name, and the internet is choosing sides in real time. The question is, will this stay online or turn into another real-world confrontation? Because history shows when these two names start trending together, something always happens. The media reaction to the situation involving 6ix9ine, Meek Mill, and the broader controversy surrounding Diddy reveals more about modern celebrity culture than it does about confirmed facts. In today's entertainment ecosystem, narratives form at lightning speed, often driven more by social media momentum than verified reporting. Blogs, commentary channels, live stream personalities, and fan pages now play just as large a role in shaping public perception as traditional news outlets. Once Meek Mill's name began appearing in online discussions tied to Diddy's legal troubles, the algorithm did the rest. Old photos resurfaced, past interviews were reinterpreted, and unrelated moments were stitched together into viral threads that blurred the line between speculation and evidence. Mainstream media, for the most part, has been more cautious, often using careful language like alleged, rumored, or social media claims, but independent platforms and influencer-driven pages have had fewer restrictions, leading to more dramatic and sometimes exaggerated storytelling. What's particularly interesting is how 6ix9ine's presence adds fuel to the fire. He represents a new age form of hip-hop antagonism, one that thrives on attention, virality, and emotional reactions rather than traditional industry structures. His history of trolling makes every emoji, every repost, and every subtle jab feel intentional, even if it's vague. Media outlets understand this, so when he comments on a situation, even indirectly, headlines follow. This creates a loop where controversy feeds coverage, coverage feeds social engagement, and engagement feeds more controversy. It's a cycle built for the digital age. In the middle of all this sits hip-hop culture, which has always valued authenticity, loyalty, and reputation. Allegations, even unproven ones, can impact credibility. That's why artists respond quickly and emotionally online. Silence can be interpreted as guilt in the court of public opinion. Ultimately, this situation shows how modern fame operates under constant surveillance. Every relationship can be re-examined, every moment can resurface, and every rivalry, like the one between 6ix9ine and Meek Mill, can be reignited by entirely separate events. Whether this blows over or escalates further depends less on legal outcomes and more on what trends next. If you made it this far, you already know Taspectrum West TV doesn't just repeat headlines. We break down the full story, the history, and the bigger picture. Hit like if you want more deep dives like this. Subscribe so you don't miss the next update. And turn on notifications, because in the world of hip-hop and celebrity news, things can change overnight. Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one.